Midnight feast at Jollibee. It was a chilly October night, the wind rustling the leaves outside my window as I sat alone in my dimly lit room. The Halloween spirit was in the air, and I decided to venture out for a late-night snack. With a grumbling stomach and a craving for something comforting, I found myself walking towards the nearby Jollibee, the fast food joint known for its friendly mascot and delicious fried chicken. The restaurant was oddly deserted for a Friday night. The usual vibrant atmosphere was replaced by an eerie silence that sent shivers down my spine. Ignoring my instincts, I stepped inside, greeted only by the faint hum of the overhead lights. The scent of fried food lingered in the air, but it was tainted by an unfamiliar, unsettling odor. I approached the counter hesitantly, my footsteps echoing through the emptiness. The menu board above seemed to flicker, casting fleeting shadows across the empty dining area. I cleared my throat, the sound bouncing off the walls, and called out for service. My voice seemed to disappear into the void, unanswered. Growing anxious, I took a step back and surveyed the area. The tables were meticulously set, each one adorned with a single lit candle. The flames danced as if in rhythm with my racing heartbeat. I felt as if I were trespassing in a forbidden place, an intruder in an abandoned world. Just as I was about to turn and leave, a faint whisper reached my ears. It was as if the wind itself was trying to communicate with me. I strained my ears to listen, and the whisper transformed into a faint chant, growing louder with each passing second. The words were indecipherable, ancient and chilling, sending a shiver down my spine. As the chant intensified, the candles on the tables began to flicker wildly. The shadows they cast grew larger, more distorted. Panic welled up within me, and I turned towards the exit, only to find the door had vanished. In its place stood a wall adorned with eerie symbols that seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. The chant was now a cacophony, voices overlapping in a dissonant chorus. Desperation gripped me, and I frantically searched for an escape route. My eyes fell on the mascot statue of Jollibee himself, standing proudly in the corner. But there was something different about it, something unsettling. Jollibee's plastic grin seemed wider, more sinister. Its eyes glinted with a malevolent gleam, and its outstretched arms appeared to beckon me closer. Every rational instinct screamed at me to run, but a strange compulsion drew me towards the statue. As if in a trance, I took hesitant steps towards it. The moment I crossed the threshold of its eerie era, the world around me transformed. The once empty restaurant was now a grand feast hall, filled with shadowy figures seated at the tables. They were hunched over, their faces obscured, devouring their meals with an unsettling ferocity. The air was thick with the scent of decay and something more sinister. At the center of the room, a banquet table stretched out, laden with an assortment of dishes. But these were no ordinary meals. They seemed to pulsate with a dark energy. The figures turned their hollow gazes towards me, their mouths smeared with blood, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly hunger. I stumbled back, the trance shattered by fear. The chant grew deafening, the very walls seeming to vibrate with its power. Desperation guided my every move as I sprinted towards the statue, its hollow eyes following my every step. With a final burst of strength, I lunged towards it, my hand gripping the cold plastic. And then silence. The chant ceased, the figures frozen in their grotesque feasting. The room began to fade, the banquet hall dissolving into nothingness. My surroundings melted away until I found myself back in the dimly lit, empty restaurant. The statue of Jollibee stood before me, its plastic grin once again innocent and welcoming. Gasping for breath, I stumbled towards the exit, the door now restored to its rightful place. As I stepped outside, the cool night air felt like a lifeline. I dared not look back, my heart pounding as I walked away from that cursed place. To this day, I can't shake the memory of that night, and I can't help but wonder if I stumbled upon a portal to a realm where a line between our world and the supernatural is dangerously thin.